And despite me not knowing if I would actually get everything set up in time, I am early. What's up, people? I need to adjust my monitor a little bit. There we go. Nice. So, this stream, I am going to be resuming my Pokemon journey. Somebody is mowing... I don't know if they're mowing their lawn out there or if they're using a leaf blower. Either way, it is quite loud. But regardless, hopefully that doesn't present too much of a detriment to the stream's quality. I don't think it really would. That gives character to my surroundings. It shows you that I am not, in fact, in some sort of psych ward, despite the fact that I sometimes feel that way. And that there is life around me in the community and things like that. Anyways, let's launch that ROM hack. Yeah, load state. Okay, so the last time I played this game, I actually stopped in, this is what, Fall Arbor Town or something like that? Because there was something I wanted to do over at Meteor Falls. And I will go do that right now. I wanted to get the TM for Iron Tail, so I had something to teach Aggron. Because currently Aggron only knows Rock Tomb and Metal Claw, which are both 50 power. And I would rather have something a little bit more substantial than just that. And while Iron Tail doesn't have the greatest accuracy, it is very strong. So I figure what better way to boost the power level of my team than to get a move like that. Alright. And of course, the reason I'm coming back here now, as opposed to earlier, is because you have to use Waterfall to get to it. See, it's over there. And I think... Ooh, higher level Pokemon here. That's good for level grinding. Do I have to, do I have to go down that ladder? I believe I do. Okay. Let's do it. Wow, there's a lot of Pokemon here. Not just a normal amount. A lot. There we go. Iron Tail. Very good. Now, if I go into the TM's pocket here, should be... There we go, TM23, Iron Tail. Let's teach it to you. And you can forget Metal Claw. Yeah. Now all that's left is for Sigma to learn Dragon Claw, and I'll be pretty set, you know? Here, actually, I want to confirm that it learns Dragon Claw by level up. Something, you know, you never know with the older games. Where's Flygon? Flygon, what do you learn? And when do you learn it, more importantly? It doesn't learn Dragon Claw. Not by level up, anyways. Okay. TM02 Dragon Claw. Pokemon Emerald. Where do I get this? It's also in Meteor Falls. Huh. Let me mute this and have this play here. Instead of going up that ladder, go across the way here. Okay, alright. I understand now. So it looks like we're going to be in here for a little while longer. In order to get the TM for Dragon Claw, so I can teach that to Flygon. Because it would not learn it otherwise. This is a double battle. Alright. Very good, level 47. I believe I need to be in the level 50s if I want to really stand a chance against the Elite Four and Champion. Or rather, if I want to be, like, on par with their levels. So, I think I'm going to aim for that. What's up, Dragon Tamer? This is the only type combo that I don't have an answer for with this guy, except to use brute strength. Iron Tail. No, I missed. That's what you get with this move, unfortunately, but, you know. It's better than Metal Claw, for what it's worth, I think. So then, yes, if I go over here, then I'll be able to descend this ladder. And then up this path should be... Yes! TM Dragon Claw. Let's go. Aggron can learn. That's interesting. Alright. 80, 100, physical move. Forget Dragon Breath. Now we've got a move set. That's fucking right, dude. Screech, Dragon Claw, Crunch, and Earthquake. Now that's a dragon type if I've ever seen one. Alright. And this has been a good little bit of level grinding too. Now let's get out of this cave. Where can I go to get out of here? I can go here, right? No, I can't, but I did get an item. Oh well. I guess I just have to go back up the way I came. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And I'm out of here. Sick. So I have 8 gym badges. And I should be ready to just go through Victory Road, probably. I think that's the next step, right? Let's go to Moss Deep and stop there real quick. In fact, I think the weakest Elite Four member, his levels start at 46. So I'm already a large, like, chunk of the way there if I'm concerned about levels being on par with the Elite Four and stuff. I just need 10 more levels, I think, per Pokemon. Something like that. Because Wallace is the champion, and he has, like, level 50-something Pokemon. Yeah, I can close that tab now. I think if I talk politics, it's going to be more casual this stream, because I'm going to try to focus on, getting done with this, ROM hack. But there will still be politics. Starting with some stuff in the United States. I guess, you know, that's as good a place to start as any, considering I'm American and I know about that. So the new House Speaker actually did introduce a bill recently, confirming what I said when I say that, like, Republicans have no agenda, they have nothing to offer. I really do mean that. It's just they're a one-trick pony, and their trick is getting pretty stale. The GOP in the House of Representatives introduced a bill a couple of days ago that would strip funding from the IRS. Now, the IRS is the Internal Revenue Service. They are how the government gets all of its money, from taxes, but also from other stuff. Like bonds, I think. You know, where they're not, like, relying on private bail bondsmen. Stuff like that. And they do this a lot of times. They'll do it by, like, auditing and stuff like that. And an important thing to know is that when the government audits rich people to make sure they're paying their taxes and not cheating their taxes, the IRS gets 6-to-1 returns for every dollar that they audit. So for every, or not for every dollar that they audit, for every dollar that is spent on the IRS. So for every dollar of money that goes to the IRS in the form of funding, they will recover $6 from rich tax cheats. So it's a self-paying investment. But Republicans don't like that because they are anti-good things, and they are pro-bad things. Which means anytime the state does something good, they're against it, and they think it's evil, or they don't like it. So they want to strip funding from the IRS, and the excuse they gave was like, oh, well, we need that money for Israel. Not, most definitely realizing, but not caring that that argument on its face is also wrong because, like I said, if the problem is funding, then you want to put more money into the IRS. And if this is the kind of austerity politics we can expect from Republicans, then I think we are, the left in this country gets more and more in the clear by the minute. I don't want to say that we are in the clear because of the fucking bungles and fumbles that Joe Biden has been making regarding the issue of, like, Israel and Palestine and stuff like that. But it certainly helps when the Republicans are very dead set on making fools of themselves in a very spectacular way. No, stop using healing items, dude. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Earthquake. Yeah, get him out of here. I'm gonna get Aggron to level 47 and switch him out for somebody else. Okay. Rock Tomb. Please? Please? Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, oops. Max Elixir. That's going to be useful in the Elite Four. You can't buy elixirs in any Pokemon game, to the best of my knowledge. It's kind of silly, if you ask me. Okay, here's going to be, I think, a rival battle against Wally. Yeah. It's a good thing I had something out front that knew Ice Beam. Let's get Magneton out of here. Use Earthquake. Very nice. Very easy. His team isn't bad, but it's not incredible by any stretch. It's certainly a good barometer. Like, you should have a relatively easy time with Wally. Otherwise, you're not going to be, like, you're definitely not going to be ready for the Elite Four and the Champion. You know? Oh, you're just making this easy for me, are you? Alright. This person is going to have fighting types. Or not. But it was still fine that I had Swellow out front. Oh no, I hate this, dude. Okay, you know what time it is. I'm on Emerald Victory Road map. That's the floor that I'm on right now, I think. Here, hold on. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Oh, interesting. Wally, in Ruby and Sapphire, Wally fights you at the end of Victory Road and not at the beginning. Huh. Okay, so there's the ladder that I'm thinking of. And I need Rock Smash and Strength. It's a good thing I have both of those moves. I should go and heal first, though. There we go. Once I get through Victory Road, it's just going to be a matter of level grinding everybody up to level 50-something. You know? The Wild Hitmonchan, okay. That's new. I think this is new as well, the Golem and stuff. I don't think you can encounter them in the base game. Okay, so now we're in the dark floors, and I'm looking at this map here. There's a Strength Boulder over to my left, where I'm approaching right now. There we go. And this puzzle means I just do this, and then there's another one down here. Yep, okay. And there's a Rock Smash Rock here. I want to go over here first, because there's an item. There's a trainer here. Yep. Oh, he has a Swellow also. Interesting. Mawile. Probably gonna have Intimidate? No, it doesn't. Okay. Kadabra. I'll stay in for that. Cool. I'll have Blaziken out front. And if I go up here, there's gonna be... Okay, I had to do that. No, I think I might have screwed myself. No, never mind, I didn't. I got it. Okay, full restore. Cool. And that's the item there. Wait a minute, hold on. I need to see the legend for this. Okay, so 7 is also an item, that entrance that I said I wasn't going to go to immediately. Now I'll go back there. So go across this bridge again. And then now I'm back over here. There's another strength rock smash thing that I have to get through that's up here. Yes, okay, rock smash, and strength, and we're good. There's gonna be a trainer down here. Oop. Yep. Laydol. Ooh, might not have had the right Pokemon out front here. Well, it worked out, regardless. In fact, I might need to heal again after this. Just because my move usages are getting a little bit lower. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to heal after this. Let's put Ludicolo in the front. Hey, an item. And a hidden item. I had a suspicion that there was going to be a hidden item over there. Just because it allowed you to go over there. Back to looking at the map for my reference. Probably if I go up here, that's faster. Okay. That's this person. Alright. Do the Rock Smash rocks respawn? They do. Okay. Presumably so do the Strength rocks. Alright. Now we're back at Evergrande City outside. And I will keep Ludicolo in front for this foreseeable future until they get too low on health. Now this is going to be about getting to the end of Victory Road. Methinks. Oop. Well, Whirlwind, I guess. Alright, Strength Puzzle. I mean, I say puzzle loosely. Most of what makes it a puzzle, or puzzling in any appreciable sense of the word, is just that it's in the dark. Alright. Now let's switch you out for, I guess, Blaziken again. Sure. Go across this bridge, and then I'm going to go all the way down until I can't anymore. Like, here. Oop. Gotta change somebody else to the front. And to my left. Yes, another ladder. Okay. So now I'm on the absolute basement floor of Victory Road. Entrance 2 corresponds to this ladder down here. And then there's going to be a trainer up here. No dive spots here, which is good. 9 tails. Okay. Fine by me. Tropius. Ice Beam can dispatch with that. Now, let's switch it up. Sigma, you go in front. Which ladder is going to get me to the end of Victory Road? Ladder number 6. Okay. Alright. So where's ladder number 6 down there? That is... Ladder number 6 is there after ladder number 3. But there's a trainer there too. Here, hold on. Okay. Alright. Ladder number 4 has an item, so I guess I could go up there first. Get you out of here. Get out of here, Sableye. Okay, here's a trainer guy. That's all well and good. Wailord, eh? Well, I have a Thunderbolt to deal with that. Yeah. Graveler, I can stay in for that, actually. They don't have very good special defense, so... I go across this bridge. I know I said I would go up that ladder, but there's a trainer over here that I want to fight. There's 2 trainers, in fact. This was not on the map. Oh, that's the Ruby Sapphire map. Okay, okay. Alright, relatively easy double battle, I think. Nice. Let's switch Aggron to the front. Assuming the trainer that... Yeah, okay. So they added trainers in Emerald. I guess they thought Ruby Sapphire Victory Road was not hard enough. Or actually, maybe they just felt it needed a slight switch up of trainers, because Wally being at the end would be a little bit dickish in terms of a difficulty curve. You know, be a bit of a difficulty spike. Might be a little bit unfair. So up here. God dang it. I hate that Sableye just uses Detect. I hate that that's a thing. This guy's a trainer. Dodrio. Ah. Destiny Bond. I could. You know, I really could. I don't know if I want to use, No, you know what? Nah. I should be vastly stronger than most of the Pokemon that I run into by the time I get to the Elite Four. Electrode. Just send him out for that. No. That might have been a bad idea. I'm gonna go with that was probably a bad idea, but it worked out. Still a bad idea, but I didn't get punished too hard for it. In fact, I got a solution to my woes immediately after. Although I would like to see if I have... Yeah, okay, I do have Paralyze Heal specifically. So. Just use those crappy little potions. There we go. Got that item. I think I've cleared out all the trainers now that I've done that. So I should just be able to go up to the top. Right? No, I still didn't go up ladder number 4. Okay. Silly me. You know. God dang it, Laron. I need to go this way. Yes. Item? TM29. That is Psychic. TM. Yeah. So now I have the TM for Psychic and the TM for Shadow Ball. 2 very good special moves. Damn it. Aggron's gonna be like my hit or miss, literal hit or miss Pokemon. I feel like. I need to know, actually. I need to know if Aggron can learn Rock Slide in this game. Or if there's any feasible way for me to get that. Emerald does not learn it by level up, I know that. Learns Rock Slide by Move Tutor. Okay. Pokemon, Emerald, Rock Slide. Battle Frontier. Yeah, okay, no. So there's no way I'm getting anything better than Rock Tomb on Aggron, unfortunately. But right now, let's just concern ourselves with getting out of this cave here. Back on the second floor, I need to loop around there, but there's a trainer that I haven't fought yet, and I want to do that. Actually, there's several trainers I haven't fought yet, it seems. Double battle incoming. Alright. I think Sableye represents a much bigger threat at the moment. Yeah. I think I was, I made the right call there. Put up a Reflect. Future Sight. That's not what I expected. Really not what I expected. Alright. Double team. Well, let's just both use Shockwave then. Silly Absol. Don't you know you can't evade moves that have perfect accuracy? Hee hee. Wait, did they remove the ledge? They did, son of a bitch. Huh. That's what I call good game design, I guess. Medicham. This is a... I was gonna say it's a gamble, but I probably won as big as I could have won on that gamble. Alright. You can handle Ludicolo. Yeah. Let's put Ludicolo out front again. Wait. Okay, there's no item there. But there's also no ledge anymore, either. So if I just go back up, this way, I should be able to get out. Right? At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if I go down here... Might be some unmarked trainers. Or trainers that aren't marked on the Ruby Sapphire map, but... You know, I'll just deal with that. Get out of here, Machoke. For an item? Nope. Finally, I can see. Okay. Alright. Alright. Save the game. Ice Beam. I need somebody with electric type moves for Pelipper, so... Shockwave it is. Double battle. Should be fine if I go in with Alakazam here. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just need to pick my priorities here. Oh boy, yeah. Dusclops. of this. I think that's the best move I could have made here. Wow, okay. Well, maybe it was not okay to go in with Alakazam in front. Maybe I should have Ivan in front so I can take care of those godforsaken slacking. Alright, Surf, Rock Smash. No, that's not good. Alright, get rid of that guy. Nice. Alright, good. Surf again. Blaze Kick on Gardevoir. Yes. Get him out of here. And we got it. Alright, nice. Even only being able to move every other turn, slacking is still incredibly annoying to deal with. Yep, no Wally boss fight, or rival battle. That was just in Ruby Sapphire. And with that, we've actually made it to the Pokemon League. How about that? And I can buy stuff. Nice. I'm gonna buy 21 Hyper Potions. I'm gonna buy 19 Full Restores. I'll buy 9 Max Potions, and I will buy 22 Full Heals, and I'll buy 19 Revives. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to use those as I, like, go down into the... I didn't mean to do that. Holy... Jesus. I just realized that I had the TM for Giga Drain 2, and I instinctively clicked on it because I was like, oh, awesome, I can teach this to Ludicolo, so he'll have a better move than Absorb. Use. Yes, do that now, please. Only 5 PP, that's totally worth it, man, because it actually has some oomph behind it. Jesus. Alright, let's do this whole shindig again. Let's go and first sell, not a TM, because I don't think I can get another one. Let's sell a bunch of, let's sell, do I have a nugget or something? Well, let's sell these, because I'm not going to need the stat boosting items. Big Pearl, I can sell that. I can sell these iron. Star Piece, yep. Zinc, I can sell those. I can sell these. I can sell this, nuggets. Arbos. And, looks pretty good. So, now let's buy the stuff. There we go. And I still have plenty of money to spare. Now we enter the grindy phase. The even more grindy phase, I should say. Whew. So, as I mentioned in my tweet before I went live, it seems like the newsfeed is just going to be dominated by the ongoing genocide in Gaza until that either gets resolved or until Israel kills all the Palestinians or forces them all out of their land, which is a pretty likely turn of events at this point, that Israel just goes through with it. So, I do have some news from that front. Here we go. A brief distraction from the game. This is a resignation letter from the UN. The director of the UN's New York office in New York City just resigned after 30 years at the organization over the UN's handling of ongoing genocide of Palestinians. The entirety of his resignation letter is a necessary read, but this first page blew me away. And let's read the first page. I will like and retweet. Sure. Dear High Commissioner, this is a letter to the UNHCR. This is part of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights. Okay, yeah, there we go. This will be my last official communication to you as a director of the New York office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. I write at a moment of great anguish for the world, including for many of our colleagues. Once again, we're seeing a genocide unfolding before our eyes, and the organization that we serve appears powerless to stop it. As someone who has investigated human rights in Palestine since the 1980s, lived in Gaza as a UN human rights advisor in the 1990s, and carried out several human rights missions to the country before and since, this is deeply personal to me. I also worked in these halls through the genocide against the Tutsis, Bosnian Muslims, the Yazidi, and the Rohingya. In each case, when the dust settled on the horrors that had been perpetrated against defenseless civilian populations, it became painfully clear that we had failed in our duty to meet the imperatives of prevention of mass atrocities, of protection of the vulnerable, and of accountability for perpetrators. And so, it has been with successive waves of murder and persecution against the Palestinians throughout the entire life of the UN. High Commissioner, we are failing again. As a human rights lawyer with more than 3 decades of experience in the field, I know well that the concept of genocide has often been subject to political abuse. But the current wholesale slaughter of the Palestinian people, rooted in an ethno-nationalist settler colonial ideology, in continuation of decades of their systematic persecution and purging, based entirely upon their status as Arabs, and coupled with explicit statements of intent by leaders in the Israeli government and military, leaves no room for doubt or debate. In Gaza, civilian homes, schools, churches, mosques, and medical institutions are wantonly attacked as thousands of civilians are massacred. In the West Bank, including occupied Jerusalem, homes are seized and reassigned based entirely on race, and violent settler pogroms are accompanied by Israeli military units. Across the land, apartheid rules. This is a textbook case of genocide. The European ethno-nationalist settler colonial project in Palestine has entered its final phase, towards the expedited destruction of the last remnants of indigenous Palestinian life in Palestine. What's more, the governments of the United States, the United Kingdom, and much of Europe are wholly complicit in the horrific assault. Not only are these governments refusing to meet their treaty obligations, quote, to ensure respect, unquote, for the Geneva Conventions, but they are in fact actively arming the assault, providing economic and intelligence support, and giving diplomatic and political cover for Israel's atrocity. Volker Turk, High Commissioner for Human Rights, Palais Wilson, Geneva. That's the address that this was sent to. On the letter itself, I have no notes. This is about as well as you could put this. And it seems to be all the more prescient considering this clip would surface just a day or two later. Like hang on, let me see the date on this tweet. October 31st? This is November 1st. This is literally the next day this CNN interview happens. This is a spokesperson for Israel in some capacity. Something diplomacy directorate. So she's an Israeli diplomat.
But I can tell you that we are not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians.
There it is.
Hamas is cynically, but rather terrorist, of course.
You can see his reaction there. He's like, I know what you meant. It's like, don't worry, we all heard it.
But I can tell you that we are not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians. Hamas is cynically, but rather terrorist, of course.
This is quite possibly the largest Freudian slip of all time. The single biggest Freudian slip I have ever seen. And here's the thing, right? Listen to it again.
But I can tell you that we are not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians.
That wasn't a mistake. That was like she knew what she wanted to say in her head. There's one thing there's one level of Freudian slip that I've done before where you just sort of jumble words and like you immediately catch yourself and you realize, oh, bleh, that was wrong. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't want to say that. But this flows too well, I think, to be that. Like, and regardless of what I think about what's inside this woman's head, I think everybody who sees this video, everybody who has seen this video, including, by the way, this guy, the CNN interviewer, which you can see his, here, hold on, if I take a look at this again, god dang it. You can see his, like, raised eyebrow reaction. His eyebrow becomes even more raised.
But I can tell you that civilians, Hamas is cynically, but rather terrorists, of course.
You can see there his eyebrow raises just a little bit more at the end. Sorry for the leftist audio as it's all garbled, me forwarding through it and stuff. What a Freudian slip is that? Jesus. The one thing I wanted to say about this, it's one thing for me to just show that, right? The other thing I wanted to do was add a little bit of context for the UNHCR resignation letter that this guy submitted to the High Commissioner, right? So the UNHCR is the human rights wing of the United Nations, effectively. They deal with, like, diasporas, refugees, and things like that. The problem is, right, it is composed, even though it is composed mostly, if not entirely, I give a lot of credit to the UN for, in large part, being composed of people who want to do good. The structure of the UNHCR is designed to systematically, is designed in such a way that it mimics and sort of resembles the imperial powers that helped to construct it in the first place. This genocide, as the New York Commissioner laid out, this genocide is one example where the UNHCR is failing at its stated mission. But as history has shown, in fact, throughout the various genocides that the UNHCR has failed to prevent, it's clear that no other outcome was going to happen from the UNHCR in its current state, right? It failed to intervene in Rwanda because the Western world at the time was trying to wash its hands of all of the colonialism that was that had been going on in the region for decades, for centuries, at their hand, and that meant just letting the genocide happen, them sort of not interfering, although simultaneously they were engaging in neocolonialism. It's just sort of, it's like the optics of it is such that politicians don't want to set foot in it, and that partially dictates the UN's decisions, because the UN isn't an apolitical entity. Then I don't know what they were referring to with the Yazidi. I don't remember learning about that one. But with the Bosnian Muslims, that's one case in which I think NATO intervened in that instance. Once intel had come out that Serbia was in fact planning a mass ethnic cleansing, but again, this was an instance where the UN was largely toothless and unable to do anything. And of course, we've also seen in cases where the UN does do something, like the blue, sending in the blue helmets, in cases like Haiti, often it is to the detriment of the country that is in need of the help in the first place. So it just seems like the UN is at best, it's the kind of guy that is so incompetent that they'd mess up a free lunch. And at worst, it's a accidental recreation of the sort of colonial structures, at least in a much softer way than originally intended. But the other thing I wanted to mention was how the UNHCR handles refugees. So this is also going to rely on my knowledge of certain cases that I learned about in college, that I read about in textbooks and things like that. But the UNHCR has to process people that are fleeing from certain countries, claiming political asylum, and things like that, or fleeing from conflict in their home countries. The refugees that go through the UNHCR are treated the same way as migrants. They're treated that way certainly by the border guards and the immigration police that they end up in the custody of in nations where they end up going to, but also in their dealings with the UNHCR. There is there's all sorts of application processes and stuff. There's a demand for some sort of statehood of each person. You know how I was talking about the other time that Gazans are stateless. They have no documentation, or virtually no documentation, that a state would be able to recognize and to say, oh, here, look, this is a person, an identifiable person with certain social markers written down on paper so that they could receive government services. A lot of people who need asylum, the people who need it the most, in fact, do not have that documentation. And those people, as a product of the UNHCR, having that system where you need to fill out an application and you have to produce some sort of documentation to be able to get your case through so they can actually process you and get you out of the country where you'd be in trouble. As a product of that, it systematically rejects the people that would need that kind of help the most. The very poorest and most vulnerable, because they either had no documentation and they had no papers to begin with, or maybe the state got to them somehow, in some limited capacity, and was able to destroy their papers so they would be unable to leave. But yes, that is a lot of words to say that I completely agree with the New York, the now former New York commissioner here, that the UN has failed many times, and it is failing again. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This stuff about the UNHCR being, processing people like migrants, that can be borne out through the the Iran-Iraq War. A lot of people fled from Iran during that war for fear of being conscripted, and tried to escape to various places. And there's this whole how a lot of conservatives and some liberals will fearmonger about coyotes and the traffickers at the southern border. Imagine that, but 10 times worse, and that's what people have to deal with when they are fleeing from difficult political situations in the Middle East and trying to, through some passageway, get to Europe. A lot of the reason on paper that European countries allow boats full of migrants to drown at sea is because those boats are not official. They're the passage of migrants on those boats is not written down in some official manifest somewhere, where you could see, oh yeah, a ferry departed at this time. It's all off the books, sort of shady and human traffic-y, but all these people are trying to escape from a very difficult situation at home. And because they are, well, first of all, because they're brown, but then second of all, because there is no real resemblance of state legitimacy to the methods by which people are escaping, they just let them drown at sea, or they let them languish in certain in squalor lodgings in countries just short of the line where the European Union border is. A lot of people get stuck in Turkey, in rundown housing or tenements or wherever, trying to get through to Greece and wherever so that they can actually reach somebody who can give them some papers. So that whenever they're asked for papers, even if it's a paper with nothing on it, they can at least produce it. But a lot of people don't even have that, and that is why the UN fails. That is why the UNHCR time and again has proven useless at addressing the problem of why do these genocides keep happening and how can we stop them? Because ultimately, they are created from the same template that the states who commit these genocides are produced from. So they would always accidentally find themselves ineffective at stopping those states. I hope that made sense. I know I could, you know, it's very easy for me to have gotten lost in the weeds there, but I really want people to understand that, like, that the UN has always and will always fail when it's presented with a situation like this. I don't think there's a single success story of the UN being able to prevent a genocide. And as long as this framework persists of absolutely needing papers, regardless of the circumstances that people are stuck in, and basically having to, scrutinizing people to the greatest possible degree, as long as that persists, as long as this weird, like, bureaucratic framework of we can only process you if you have your papers and you have some way to be processed in the conventional way, as long as that persists, and as long as the UN upholds certain norms of nation-state borders, then there never will be a success story of the UNHCR or the United Nations being able to prevent a genocide or a mass death event. If I make a segment, cut it there. I'm trying not to go too heavy on the segments this week because I'm editing another thing. But yeah. Roll that. Ah. I hate that Laron has Roar. I hate that that's just a thing that it does all the time. Like, really? Come on, dude. Please don't use Roar. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Okay. After I get everybody to level 50, I'd probably need to go down to the lower levels of... Actually, I should do that right now. I should go down to the lower levels of Victory Road, so that I can find Pokemon that are all properly evolved and stuff. Here, where's the stairs? They're over here, right? I think they are, at least. No, I didn't mean to do that. Ah. Stairs are... Indeed, they are over here. Alright, nice. There we go. Yeah, here's where we start finding, like, the Hitmonchan and stuff. No, do not learn Mirror Move. Mirror Move is a, it can be a nice gimmick move, but it's not much else, ultimately. Stop using... Oh my god, it worked 3 times in a row. You've got to be kidding me. Does Blaziken... Hang on. I wanna know. Does Blaziken learn Sky Uppercut? I know it does learn Sky Uppercut. I just don't know if it learns Sky Uppercut in this game. It does, level 59. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to get there this time. But, well, I don't know if I'm going to get to level 59. But it is nice to know that I do learn that at some point. Because I really like Sky Uppercut. Blaze Kick and Sky Uppercut are such cool moves. 50. go heal up. I think once I get everybody to like level 56, I don't know. How many rare candies do I have? That's a question. 5. Okay. You know what? I want to test something with the EXP share. Let's see. I gained 720 from that. Only 200 something from that. What kind of Pokemon would I encounter down here? Machoke. How much do I get from this? About 800? Okay, so I'm gaining 800-ish, 1,000. Party will now gain a portion of the EXP points. I know it divides it in a certain way in this game. 486, and then the rest of the party gains EXP. 8773. Let's see how much you get from a certain Pokemon. 541. How much did you get? Got a couple hundred. Okay, so it seems like what it's doing is giving you half the full EXP, and then giving everybody else a quarter of the full EXP. Which is useful. I think I'm gonna keep that on for the time being. To make this go maybe a little bit quicker. Maybe that would help. No, get out of here, Machoke. Place kick. Sick. Alright, now that I'm level 51. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm gaining a couple hundred each time, which is not bad. Nice. This is one problem I have with a lot of Pokemon games, is that the game gets super grindy towards the end. At least, like, there's always such a big gap between the 8th gym leader and the Elite Four. You know, Wallace, the champion of the Elite Four, tops out at level 60, I think. Something like that. But Juan, the 8th gym leader, is 12 levels lower, like level 48 or something like that. Maybe not even. I guess I have to have Aggron out front if I want to gain any appreciable experience with respect to my like EXP bar. Aggron does gain EXP really slow. Oh, I hate Roar. Stop! I'd rather just run myself to not waste a move usage, you know? Alright. Slowly but surely I'm getting there. 40. No! Oh my god. This is what sucks about having, like, rock, steel typing. I am 4 times weak to fighting, and fighting is a pretty common type. Alright, everybody's getting pretty close to level up. Oh! Didn't realize that he had that kind of special defense to protect against Surf from this guy. Well, it's not, I mean, it's not like I have the most special attack in the world, but it's still, like, nothing to sneeze at. Let's have Sigma out front for this next bit. Yeah, oh, wow, Dragon Claw didn't KO. Huh. Nice. Level 51. Oop. Earthquake. I wonder. I actually almost wonder if I could be getting more EXP at Meteor Falls. No, I guess this is probably the most consistent level grinding strategy. It's just me running around in this tiny little cubby in Victory Road, you know. Stop using Protect! Oh my god. You might see On Tilt Y2K. He might make an appearance. I think I mentioned this when I was playing Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Redux. Pokemon, it gets me on tilt in a really weird way, where it's almost like I can kind of enjoy being on tilt because things just get so funny in a sort of like, are you kidding me kind of way, if that makes sense. Like when you use Protect 4 times and it works all 4 times, despite the likelihood of Protect working going down each time you use it. Ugh. Very annoying. But you know what? That's content. So I'm content maxing. Not really. I mean, I'm level grinding in a Pokemon game. That's not necessarily content unto itself. But I did talk about the UN earlier, and that was content. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel if you want a piece of that. Epic plug. Shameless plug. I mean, hey, I can use all the support I can get. One thing I want to mention about my stream is that I don't use ads. Even though I'm an affiliate, and I could be putting advertisements up there, I don't have any pre-roll or mid-roll ads on my stream. And that's because I want it to be as watchable as possible for the for all the people that would you know, drop by. Even, you know, a lot of people that I like, a lot of streams that I like have pre-roll and mid-roll ads on their stream. And I totally respect the decision to do that, but I think I wanted something that would, like, kind of set me apart from other live streamers, and I decided that was it. You guys deserve the whole uncut thing, which is available on my YouTube channel anyways, but, you know, even still, ads are lame. And, you know, I know how I feel when I see ads. I'm like, oh, great, I gotta sit through this. So, you know, what if my stream was the stream where you didn't have to sit through that because you just didn't get ads? That'd be pretty cool, I think. And also, whatever you think of Vosh, I think I would take my cues from him if I ever got big enough to show ads, which is, I would just do it when there's downtime, when there's, like, nothing happening. Click the ad button, 30 seconds, you didn't miss anything, you know? But right now, I'm not, like, I'm not a big streamer, obviously, and I'm also not that great at managing the time on stream. Like, I'm playing games where things could happen in such a way that, like, it's kind of simultaneously uptime and downtime at the same time. Like this, you could consider this downtime, but, like, some small things could happen that get me on tilt, and then all of a sudden that's uptime because it's content and it's like something funny happening, you know? I don't know. It's very possible that I'm just completely over-explaining the degree to like, the reasoning that goes into me not having ads on my channel. It mostly just boils down to, I think they're annoying, and other people also find them annoying, so I don't want to do that, because then I would be annoying, and that's not good. Dude. I'm beginning to regret my decision picking up Iron Tail. No, I'm not. That's not true. Iron Tail is definitely, like, it's definitely an upgrade to Metal Claw in just about every way. The only difference is, like, the accuracy being a little bit lower. You know, that gets annoying at times, is the main thing. A level 52 already. You know what? I shouldn't be min-maxing this. This is just wasting time. Just switch you out and just do that whole thing. Oh my god, stop using Protect! You're only buying yourself a couple of seconds, and you're putting more annoying thoughts in my skull. Maybe that's why you do it. Plot twist. Pokemon is sentient and weaponizes RNG by doing psychological warfare. Yazabel, welcome to chat. See, that's on Gaza Strip and been ruled by Hamas. That's true. There are no laws there because Israel controls everything that goes on in Gaza. There's no state, so there can't be any laws. So that's not true. Currently, the Hamas government. That's not true either. There is no government. Punishes all men who are convicted of having engaged in homosexual acts with up to 10 years in prison. In reality, most of them are murdered. That's probably true, but also, why are you saying this? According to Wikipedia. But yeah. I mean, I've been known to have some critiques of Wikipedia from time to time. I don't think they get everything right. But yeah, probably that's true about the, like, homosexuality is banned in Gaza. Although, like I said, that's not worth much. I know you didn't write that. You pasted it from Wikipedia. That's too quick for you to have written it. The one thing I would take issue with is that, like, there's no government, so you can't really enforce that rule. I mean, like, sure, there's a health ministry, but all they can really do is, like, say, Jesus Christ, please stop. I mean, they would say, you know, they wouldn't say Jesus because most of them are Muslim. But they would like, fuck, please stop bombing hospitals, dude. And then that's about the extent of their power. "99% of Gazans are Muslims." Yeah, but there's 1% that aren't. There's some Christians there too. And some Jews, funnily enough. And I assume some secular people, given that there are some Americans and, like, UN workers that stay there long-term or, like, live there in some capacity. I don't know. There are 0 Jews in Gaza? Citation needed. Actually, no, wait, there would be Jews in Gaza, because, Netanyahu's government has been, sending dissidents there. I remember hearing about that recently. They like, I remember they said it just as like an offhand comment on an interview one time. They were like, yeah, you know, if Hamas is the governing body of Gaza, again, for whatever that's worth, right? Like, insofar as a government actually exists in Gaza, which it really doesn't, you know. But yeah, like, they said it as an offhand comment on TV. They're like, oh, if you love Gaza so much, why don't you move there? In fact, we will bus you there. Unilaterally withdrew its military forces and dismantled the Israeli settlements in Gaza in 2005. Yeah, but then they continued bombing it, so, again, for whatever that's worth, right? And now they're actually rolling in again. There's some boots on the ground in North Gaza at the moment. I'm just kind of teasing this. I know that you're actually like an IDF bot or whatever, or an IDF chatter. I'm kind of teasing it to see how far I get until you start doing overt genocide apologia, and then I will ban you from my chat. But if you don't do that, then you can stay. IDF bot, lol. I mean, yeah, I've said IDF chatter, not IDF bot. For all I know, you are a real person on the other end of that, but, you know. Or Mossad. I don't know who in Israel is, like, in charge of the, like, the online sort of intel gathering, disinformation campaigns and stuff like that. But it's between the IDF and the Mossad. I'm not in the IDF, and I didn't serve in the IDF. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, because that means either you're a child or you don't actually live in Israel. Because military service in Israel is mandatory. As far as I know. I got profile 21. Oh, for mental health issues. Oh, well, that explains why you are writing this stuff in my chat. Got him. Again, I mean, I will reiterate about the game. This is a riveting gameplay. This is a very grindy part of the game, but trying to get everybody like level... You know what? I'll say level 56. Are you genocidal? No. Yeah, no. I'm not genocidal. Thank you. Why do you hate Jewish people? Leading question. I don't hate Jewish people. Why are you asking me this? You support Hamas kidnapping babies? No. I think that's not a good thing to do, actually. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. That means it's also bad when Israel does it, though, as well, so, you know. And between, like, being bombed and stuff, Hamas hasn't had a whole lot of, space or time to be doing that sort of thing lately. Yeah. They don't hold a whole lot of power. They did some really shit. Source that Israel is kidnapping babies. Yeah. Give me 1 second. It was more an offhand comment referring to, like, the one thing. Here, hold on. Ah, and now we get to the genocide denial / apologia. So, now you're banned. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Permanently banned. Got him. That didn't take long. How long were they in chat? I wonder. Welcome to the chat room. They... Oh, when did they make their account? Last year. Okay, so maybe they're a bot, maybe they're not. I don't know. 18 messages. That was like, what? 10 minutes? Good job. You made it longer than most. Where was that one story? Oh yeah, this wasn't even it was not even a recent thing. It was in 2021, I think. There was a, like, Palestinian soldier that forced a, yeah, here we go. I'm not going to show the video because that's TOS. Here we go. Israeli soldiers threatening a man and throwing his son in an oven. Yeah. No, yeah. Here, hold on. Let me finish reading this. Sorry, there's some missing context here that I wasn't privy to earlier about the incident I was thinking of, where the Israeli soldier, like, threw a Palestinian boy in an oven, like, in front of his dad or whatever. It's pretty horrific. You know, I hope that soldier faced punishment, but presumably they didn't because Israel. This clip is part of a full video about the Deir Yassin massacre. Okay, yeah, so there's a source on it. Yeah. Israeli soldier threw a Palestinian boy into the oven in front of his father, and then it has been verified. Okay, so they updated this post. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty bad. So my mistake. The Israelis don't actually bother with kidnapping babies. They just kill them by bombing civilian buildings and cutting power to hospital incubators, And also the one time they threw a kid in the oven in front of his dad. So yeah, pretty bad. Sandstorm? No, I don't want to learn Sandstorm. Sandstorm is it's viable in later generations, but in Gen 3 it's very, like, iffy. I almost don't even know how to describe the weather moves prior to Gen 5, because Gen 5 introduced the, like, the short-lived trend of permanent weather, and that made weather teams really popular in the meta. And I thought that was actually a pretty interesting move, and I respect Game Freak for sort of biting on that. I thought that was actually a kind of a cool choice to have made about that stuff. Also, I feel I should address this. This guy, Yazabel, presumably the Israeli spelling of like Jezebel or something, said 20% of Israelis are Palestinians, so there's no genocide of them. This is a non sequitur, right? And in fact, it is in fact a deflection from the fact that there is a genocide occurring. Why did I load that state? Jesus Christ. Just set myself back so far. The argument being made here is basically, if I had to distill it down to its most basic elements, the argument that makes is Israel hasn't finished the genocide, so there's no genocide. That would be the equivalent of me as an American saying there are still Native Americans that live in America, therefore there is no genocide of Native Americans. Like, there was. And you could argue there still are some remnants of that, or it's still, like, ongoing due to the kind of things we require of somebody to recognize them as Native American, or what have you. This is basically, like, we haven't finished the genocide yet, so you can't call it a genocide. When somebody says there are X percent of this minority group living in our country, so there's no genocide, when you're presented with an argument like that, that's what they mean. They mean, hold on, let us finish the genocide first, then that will be a genocide. Because that the logic from that follows is that the bar for genocide is so high that it has to have already happened for you to consider it as such. Which is also not good. And, but, you know, given that they were an IDF, like, or Mossad, or whoever it was, given that they were an Israeli intelligence apparatus chatter, I assume that they, follow with the line of logic that I described, where they are making that argument because they want to be able to finish the genocide first. And then maybe they would call it a genocide. Or, more than likely, like the Nakba, they would just continue to defend it and say, we did what we had to do, etc., etc. You know, things like that. Alright, we're having to reascend up this mountain of experience points that that I lost by accidentally loading an old state. Rip. God, I'm not going to be able to beat the game this stream, am I? No. You know, I could. I don't know if I will, but I could go into PK Hex and edit everybody's levels to be higher, because the only thing that I would be cutting is time where I'm just doing this over and over again. Right? That's the only thing that you would be missing if I went and did that. But again, I don't know if I want to do that because of, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a misguided sense of integrity, but it's also, like, it's airtime that I can use to talk to the stream and whoever might or might not be listening. And, you know, I like that, I guess. I like having the airtime. You know what? Maybe, you know what I could do? You know what I will do, in fact? I'm going to allocate probably like 15 minutes at the end of stream for me to actually go through the Elite Four and beat them and get the ending to the game. And I will play like this. I will continue doing the whole run around and level grind strategy until I'm at the at like 1 hour 45 minutes. And then I'll go and open PK Hex, edit everybody's levels to be the level that I want them to be so I can take on the Elite Four and champion. And then I'll fight them and it'll be great. And I can wrap up this stream in a nice little bow, finish up with Pokemon Emeralds 8. I feel like we've, you know, the Elite Four will probably be the best chance to show off how the game functions with 8 party members as opposed to 6, because they're the you know, the end game boss and stuff like that. Yeah, Shockwave, I guess. 38. 30, 40. You know, it's something that actually always puzzled me about Pokemon, is that sometimes the level curves of the wild Pokemon don't make that much sense, right? Like, when I'm surfing out on the water route, I shouldn't be encountering Pokemon that are, like, level 10, you know? Like, if you can reach Lily Cove and you have to have beaten somebody of a certain level to get there, all the wild Pokemon should be only a couple levels below that, you know? So, at the Weather Institute, you fight, like, who was it? Maxie? It's either Maxie or Archie, one of the team bosses. And they have, like, high level 30s. That's the kind of Pokemon you should be encountering out on that water route. You should be encountering level 30-somethings consistently. You know? And likewise in Victory Road here, everything shouldn't be level 40. This is weaker than the 7th gym leader. No, the 8th gym leader topped out at level 48, so I should be encountering Pokemon in the mid-level 40s, at least, in Victory Road. Given that the Elite Four taps into the level 50s, I would expect the levels here to sort of approach that, you know? Although somebody out there that knows game design could very easily, you know something that I don't, and then, like, maybe it turns out that there's some balancing reason that that's not the case, and they could tell me, nah, this is actually why you have to have Pokemon that are actually more like 10 levels lower, or 15 levels lower even. But I'm willing to bet that there's not a whole lot that I'm missing here, that you could just do that. You know? Here, I'm gonna save state so I don't accidentally lose a ton of progress. I'll have to do that periodically. I'm gaining a good amount of experience thus far. I'm just gonna see level ups a lot less often, is the thing. Stop using Protect. Oh my god. Lairon is annoying. .mp4. Let's go and heal now. Yikes. Yeah, I really need to go heal now. Esteban, get out front. Ward off these big bad wild Pokemon. Nice. Oop. Too bad. It's also annoying to me that you still encounter unevolved Pokemon this late in the game. You know, like Zubat, Makihita. Those things aren't going to provide any experience if you knock them out. Like, give me some of the big guns. Give me more of the, like, Aggron and Hariyama types. You know, those are good for EXP farming. Right? Like, boom. There you go. That's half the EXP I would have gotten normally. So that's a good amount. Stop using roar. Oh my god. Stop it. Alright, whatever. Stop. Okay. Annoying. You know, in my chat it says 18 messages were deleted by moderator, but I can still see them. Eh, whatever, it's fine. Let's hope that we don't encounter any more Lairons, because they have Roar and Protect, two of my least favorite moves on a wild Pokemon specifically. Jesus, this guy gains experience so slowly. You know what I think I'm gonna do with this guy? I was gonna say I might use the rare candies, but like, given my plan, I wouldn't really need to. I just kind of have to deal with it. Stop hitting yourself and Jesus Christ, what was that? 4 or 5 times in a row? Dude. Let's put Sigma out front, because I have a feeling Swellow's gonna have a hard time and immediately encounter something that Swellow would be good against. Never mind. You know, my predictive power leaves a lot to be desired sometimes. Okay, here's something that Swellow actually would kind of struggle against. And another thing. Okay, yeah. No, do not learn Sandstorm. There we go. I'm back to where I was, more or less. Whew. $838 EXP. Okay, so I need a little bit more. Come on, give me something. Yeah. No, not enough. Not enough. Ow. Ow. Stop. Stop using Protect. Please. I should shut the door. I know my sister's here. I don't want to disturb her if she's doing something important. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna like leave Aggron be and focus on the rest of these people. I'm gonna focus on the people that can handle themselves a lot better against these wild Pokemon. And hopefully that will... Stop using Protect! Jesus! Jesus isn't using Protect, it's Lairon, but that's still annoying as balls. Take out, okay. Less annoying than Protect, however, still annoying. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I would have fewer problems if I actually went to the base, like the lowest floor. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. You know what? No, I'm not actually, I don't think I actually want to do that, because right here I actually know, I know exactly where I am in relation to the rest of the dungeon, or the rest of the cave. And there's a risk that if I go to the bottom floor with the whole, like, not lit up sort of visual limitation around me, I could just get disoriented and lost and stuff. And I don't want that. Everybody else gaining EXP. Alright. Okay, now you switch for Esteban. Stop using Protect! You're making this way harder for me than it needs to be. Or way more annoying. I shouldn't say difficult. This still isn't, like... This isn't exactly difficult, but it is annoying. I'm going to use Shadow Ball whenever I can, because there are Pokemon that resist and also are immune to Shadow Ball that can show up. And if Shadow Ball does at least neutral damage, it's probably going to KO, given that Gengar is a beast of a special attacker. Thunderbolt. Pretty standard. Was there something else I wanted to talk about this stream? No, it was just the Gaza stuff. Man, that dominates the newsfeed so much. And I really, I can see why. I had the realization of this yesterday. But, you know, the objective of Israel here is pretty clear. They want to either kill or displace every last Palestinian from their homes in either the West Bank or Gaza or within Israel, you know, wherever. Their objectives are pretty clearly genocidal. You guys saw the clips I showed earlier in the stream. But then I tried to remember, like, hold on, from having been through history class and all that, and reading about other genocides, when was the last time we had a genocide of this scale? When was what was the last mass killing event that was this bad? And actually, if I look it up, I think, hold on. Yeah, okay. Much larger than the Rwandan genocide, for sure. The last time that there was a mass death event of this size, this is actually the worst genocide since the Holocaust. The last time this many people were killed and or displaced in an ethnic cleansing or genocide event was the Holocaust in Germany, which is truly ironic, given that Israel tries. Well, I mean, it is and it isn't, right? It isn't ironic if you actually understand the ideological forces at work in Israel, what's driving that country ideologically, because they are Holocaust revisionists in government there for the most part, Netanyahu in particular. And from what I have heard from people who live in Israel who are not IDF chatters, who are not like IDF paid or whatnot, Holocaust survivors are treated very poorly in Israel for being like the weak Jews or whatever who couldn't prevent the Holocaust from happening to them, basically blaming the Jews who were wrapped up in the Holocaust for being wrapped up in the Holocaust or something like that. Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you get country run by Jewish Nazis. So there you have it. I guess, this is one of those moments. This is going to be one of the bloodiest pages or chapters in history books that people's kids will read in the future. And hopefully generations will remember that the West aided and abetted this genocide. Hopefully the history will not be kind to America and Europe and the developed world on this issue. I don't know, man. It seems like that it's truly a sad state of things when that's really the stage that I'm hoping for, where like hopefully in the future people will look back on this genocide that is now occurring and say, wow, the West really should have done something, and also they're bad for not having done anything. Because that kind of assumes that this is a foregone conclusion, but really it is. The United States has made it abundantly clear that not only are we going to passively be okay with Israel committing a genocide, we're going to actively help them by sending them economic aid and military equipment. Hopefully history will remember this administration particularly as the administration that partook in a genocide overseas. Yeah. And I know, look, because there are some proceduralists out there who will bring up the argument that, like, Congress is in charge of funding, not the president. I know that. The president and the administration do have the authority to pause funding. They haven't done that. In fact, they've, like, discounted that as an option. They've been like, oh no, out of the question. Ridiculous. So yeah, I do mean this administration specifically, because you know what Congress doesn't do that the administration does? Diplomacy. International diplomacy, I mean, not just internal diplomacy. Ay, ay, ay. No, I don't want to learn rest and sleep talk. Even though that is a pretty potent combo in some certain scenarios. I'm getting there, man. I might not even need PK Hex. Kind of a wild thought. But I might just be able to get to the level I want to be at without using the Hex Editor. And then I can beat the Elite Four and Champion. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. There we go. 56, 55, 56, 56, 54, 55. Maybe. Who knows? Possibly. I'm already, like, almost 10 levels ahead of where I started this stream, which is good. Get you out of here. No PP left for Giga Train. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, I think now is a good time to switch out to, maybe Ivan. Let's have you just sort of tear through all these fools, right? I almost don't know what to use against which Pokemon, because it's like weird mishmash of type effectiveness and like... I guess I'll just use Earthquake, because that's the move I don't get stabbed from. On this guy. It's still a very strong move, even when you don't have stab behind it. Incredibly strong move. .100 base power, 100 accuracy, no recoil. It's no wonder everybody loves this move. Stop! Oh my god, Lairon. Use bulk up here. No! Stop it. Okay. It didn't have thick fat. That was to my benefit there. I swear to god if you use protect. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Alright. Come on. Hours of level grinding. Well, not hours. I mean, cumulatively, over the course of the stream, yes, it has been hours, plural, of me level grinding. But this stream, it's only been like an hour and change. So I don't think you could really... Technically, that qualifies as hours, plural, because it's more than 1 hour. But, I don't, you know, socially speaking, you wouldn't really use it in that, you wouldn't really use it in that context. You wouldn't use that, that term, even though it would technically apply. Yay, level 57. Everybody's just a little bit closer to that level target. Hey, people are leveling up. Nice. And that's exactly why I wanted to have the EXP share active for this, because I could level up more than one Pokemon at a time, and wouldn't have to worry too much about being like out of moves from one guy. You know? See, like, look at this. Oh, use protect. Okay. Whew. That's ending up being my, like, biggest obstacle here. No, endure. Another obstacle. Alright. Who else has their move usages still? You do. With you, it's probably going to be a question of health more than anything, though. And I'll have to probably run from the Larons, so... Which I probably would have started doing anyway, but, you know. Still a consideration. Get out of here, Laron. I don't want none of it. Stop. Stop giving me Larons. I don't want any. I don't want any. Alright. I'll take the Machoke and the Hitmonchan. Hexploud is gonna be odd to handle in this. It should be fine. I have a Shockwave, I think Shadow Ball, and like Hyper Beam and Ice Beam or something like that. I have 2 beam moves, that's for sure. How did he live that? What? Dang. Alright. Get you to level 57. Oh, well, you're level 57. Let's go. Get out of here, Laron. I don't want any of it. I think one of the coolest things about that, the Aggron line, like in its Dex entry, is that I think its diet actually consists of like iron and minerals, like metals. It eats rocks and stuff, which is really funny. And it's kind of cute when you look at Aron, the smallest one, because I just imagine him like nibbling on pebbles that he finds on the ground. .58. I'm getting there, dude. It's getting a little closer. I might not even need PK Hex. I don't think I'm going to make as good of time as I would have if I used PK Hex, but I think I'm feeling more and more confident about my ability to actually get everybody to, like, level 60. Just going with this grinding pattern, you know? Out of Aerial Ace usages, so I'll have to start using Fly. Should I use Hyper Beam? I should save Hyper Beam for when, like, Kangaskhan and fucking, Hariyama show up. That's probably a better situation to use those. I'll stick to Shadow Ball for now, and Shockwave. Alright, level 58. I'm getting there for sure. Hyper Beam! Yes, okay, that's good. Shockwave for this guy. Yeah, okay. Ooh, maybe I should lay off the Shockwave, except for on Steel types. Maybe that's the plan here. Yeah, I think that's a better way to proportion out my move usages. Thinking on the fly. Using Ice Beam against the fighting types here. Shadow's Ball is not going to be super useful, but it'll come in handy, I guess, at times. Yeah, there we go. I'm losing health, though, at a steady clip. It's almost time for me to probably go up and heal these guys. Is what I'm thinking, you know? And then probably the next trip down here, I'll be able to get everybody to level 60. You know? You know what? I'll end up using those rare candies on Aggron to give them a boost to like maybe level 59 once they level up to the next level. And then that'll be that, I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anybody else that can really do much right now, so let's go heal. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Whew. I don't think I've played a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack on stream before. Have I? No, it's just all the ROM hacks of Emerald that I've played have been off stream. How close are you to level 57? 3,400? I can wait that out and then give you the rare candies. Because it would only be 3 rare candies. I would still have 2 left. That'd be good. Or actually, no, yeah, it would be 3. I would use the 3 of them on him. Nice. Nice. We're making progress is what we're doing. Almost ready to fight the Elite Four and the Champion. Almost. Almost ready. I didn't do any legendary Pokemon related stuff, but that's okay. You know, if you've played Pokemon Emerald, you know how that goes, and I don't feel like doing insanely cryptic puzzles to fight the Reggie Trio. And I don't feel like dealing with Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza's catch rate, so... you know, this isn't a catch-em-all run by any stretch. This is just me enjoying the ROM hack and the features it provides, and the you know, the pool of Pokemon that are available in this game. Actually, I might be able to just use 2 rare candies on this guy. Right? Yeah, I'll do that. Not what I meant to do. Level 58. Level 59. And how long do you have until 13,000? Okay. That's perfectly fine, I think. Just keep going around here. Probably can get away with using Crunch on, like, Golbat and stuff now. Yes! Sky Uppercut! Let's go. I can forget Rock Smash. Give me that epic move. Hell yeah. I love that move. One of the coolest fighting type moves in the whole game, if not the coolest. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Everybody has moves and Pokemon and stuff that they like. Get you out of here. Get you out of here. Got one more Earthquake to use, and done. Alright, let's shift you out for Yasmin. Yasmin can deal some good good pain out to these Pokemon, these wild Pokemon here. Oh, Waterfall is actually good enough to KO Lairon in one hit. That's good intel, I think. Okay. What does this look like? 10,000, 9,000. Okay, yeah. I get you. This will be an extra. This will be a longer stream, I think. It might take me more than 10 minutes to get everybody to level 60, but once they are, I'm gonna go challenge the Elite Four and beat the game. I won't do post-game stuff since I'm pretty sure that's mostly the same, and I don't feel like dealing with the Battle Frontier. Battle Frontier is cool in Gen 4. In Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, the Battle Frontier is actually one of my favorite features of that game. And it's what keeps me playing those games. You know. Got to level 59. Good. All right. I think Ludicolo is close enough now. I can switch him out for somebody else. Yeah, only 2,000 EXP. Let's have Sai in the front for a bit. I'm gonna try to time this a little bit. Just a little bit. Not so much, but... You know, I don't want to spend too much time on that. There we go. 59, that's good. The moment of truth, or should I say the probably several minutes of truth until I get to level 60. But that's not as catchy, so moment of truth. Okay, Yasmin's level 60. Nice. We got the first one. First one down. Only a few more to go. Might even be able to turn off the EXP share. And I'll definitely turn off the EXP share when I go through the Elite Four. You know? Because nothing in there is going to be stronger than level 60 anyway. You know? You know what I mean? $5,000. Here, once a couple other Pokemon get to level 60, I'll turn off the EXP share. That should make this go a little bit faster. I think, at least. You know? Better ball, get him out of here. Hyper Beam. Flygon. Alright, one more, and then I'm turning off the EXP share. Alright, that's it. That's half the team, I think. No, it's not. I lied. One more. One more level 60 level up, and then EXP share gets turned off. It might very well be Sai that's the next level up. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be that. And boom, level 60. Nice. Alright. Turn it off. How long do you have? 817, not that long. Alright, let's get you to level 60. Because you are the most annoying Pokemon to level up otherwise. Yep, there we go. Then Alakazam. Just a little bit longer. And then I will be out of this cave. I will fight the Elite Four. I'll beat their asses probably, and I'll be done with Pokemon Emeralds 8, and that'll be a fun gaming experience under the belt. Ooh.
Victory is so close, I could almost taste it.
Epic Patrick line from the one SpongeBob episode. And there we go. All right. Let's go. Everybody's level 60. We can go and fight the Elite Four. Get me up there. Come on. Golem. Huh. I guess you can't encounter them on the lower floors. They only appear on the first floor. Alright, here we go. This is it. Elite Four time. First up is the Dark type guy. I actually only have one answer to the Dark type person, and that is Ivan. So, I think maybe I'll have Maria out front. Save the game. Let's go in. Here he is. That is Sydney, I believe. That's his name. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four, spelled with an I. Okay. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. And I actually don't want to speed this up. I'm gonna not speed this up. For purposes... Ooh, that was a good Pokemon to have up front, because he's gonna have Intimidate. Yep. I'll use Facade just to start off. It's going to do a little bit more than half. Yep. Now, I don't think he should use a full restore. Yeah, okay. There we go. First Elite Four Pokemon down. How many more does he have? He's about to use Absol. I will switch to Ivan, I think. Absol isn't that fast. Yeah. Come back. Ivan, get out there. How many Pokemon does he have? He has a full team of 8. Alright, here we go. We're going to fight 40 Pokemon. We've already fought one. 39 to go. First use of Sky Uppercut. What a banger move. Get that Absol out of my face. Gotta use Shiftry. I can go right back to Maria for that one. Shiftry is Grass type. In fact, I feel like it's a bit more of a Grass type than it is a Dark type. I don't know if it learns Crunch or anything. Definitely learns like Leaf Blade and stuff. Aerial Ace. That should be quick and easy. Dunzo. Get him out of here. Better use Sneasel. There are a lot of things that are good against Ice type. Fire being one of them. Steel and Rock being another. Let's get Abby out there, because unless this Sneasel has something crazy, it shouldn't be able to topple Aggron. Let's play it safe. Let's go Rock Tomb. Uh-oh, Swords Dance. It's not a good sign per se. Draw that Red X, baby. And you're out of here. You are out of here. Crawdon. Okay. I want to conserve my uses of Giga Drain, I think. So I will switch instead to Gengar, who has Thunderbolt. Because I think somebody at some point has a Whiscash. Basically, I'm saving it for that. Even though I do have some Ethers on me. Thunderbolt. This should wrap it up pretty easily here. Yep. I think he'll have a couple more. I don't know how many Dark types you can even get in this game, but... Alright, Cacturne, there's one. Does it have Rough Skin? Eh, probably. Let's go back to Maria. Maria's getting some action in this Elite Four battle. Just goes to show... One of my favorite things about the Pokemon games is that even the really bad Pokemon are perfectly usable in single player. Unless we're talking about Wobbuffet. But most of the Pokemon that are like really bad, you find them in the first area of the game, like Mightyena, not good stats. And I think I saw Houndoom. Alright. Let's send Ivan out there again. You know, Houndoom doesn't have any stat over 90. In fact, I think its attack stat is 90, and its like speed is 70, and that's basically it. That's all it has going for it. Let's use Earthquake. No risk of missing. But not the early game, the single player game is not so difficult as to render Pokemon like that unusable, which is really nice. Sableye, so a tricky little bastard, huh? Let's keep Ivan in. Seems like Ivan and Maria are going to be the main players that I'm working with. Now, I'm thinking, what's the worst this guy can do? Probably use Detect, but he didn't, so... Bye-bye, Sableye. And that's it. For the first Elite Four member. Got what it takes. Let's go. Let's go on to the next room. I will speed up in between the boss fights, in between the battles, but I'm not going to speed up the battles themselves. Yeah. Swellow could use some healing, but I want to use something that isn't, like, full Hyper Potion or Max Potion yet. I don't think I have a Super Potion on me, so I guess it's just Hyper Potion all the way. Wait, do I have berries? I do, but none of, like, healing berries. Hyper Potion. Boom. Alright. Next is... Phoebe, who uses ghost types. And I think this is one of only 2 times. Well, I mean, there's been a lot of Elite Fours, so it's hard for me to really say there. Let's have Sigma out front. Yes, because Sigma has Crunch. And Crunch is a really good move. And I'll have Gengar on standby. I don't want to get blindsided first thing. I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre. While I trained, I gained the ability to commune with Ghost-type Pokemon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. I'm sure a lot of 5-year-olds had trouble with this one when they were like, no, my normal type moves don't do anything. Also fighting type moves. Those don't do anything either. We'll see how this goes. I know Duskull has Will-O-Wisp. And apparently it also has Protect. Does it have Pressure? Yes, it does. Okay, so I effectively have 8 uses of Crunch. Now down to 7, and now 6. But I don't need to worry about that too much. He's out of there. Another Dusclops. I will probably switch to Esteban. If the AI sees a ghost type, it might be more tempted to attack, which means that it won't use like Protect or something. Yeah, see, there we go. I don't know for sure that that's what's going on there. It's possible it just selects a move at random and it didn't select Protect this time. But you know, I'm going to use Banette. Let's send out Psy. Psy is normal type, so it would be able to probably invalidate a lot of ghost types. Because the immunity of ghost and normal goes both ways. Ghost types can't hurt normal types. Or ghost type moves can't hurt normal types. And normal moves can't hurt ghost types. There we go. Shadow Ball from Psy was enough. Nice. Got to use Sableye. Once again, our friend, the tricky bastard. I think Ivan is going to be my best answer for Sableye, because Sableye is Ghost and Dark type. Ghost would be normally effective, which wouldn't do much to Ivan, because Sableye doesn't have very much in the way of an attacking stat. But then also, Dark type is not very effective. So the best Sableye could do would be just try to be an annoyance. But even then, it would only have Detect, really, because the other annoying move that Ghost types tend to have, being Will-O-Wisp, wouldn't work on a Fire type. Banette. Let's use Shadow Ball. Let's not use Hyper Beam on a Ghost type. That would be a bad decision. Very nice. Got to use Haunter. Ooh. Let's send out Sigma. I don't want to risk that it has, like, Shadow Sneaker or something. Even though I'm pretty sure it can't ever learn that. You know, maybe it could learn, like... I don't know. I might just be playing this really safe. Which is what I want to do anyway. Shedinja. Let's send out Maria for that. Shedinja only has 1 health. It can only be hit by super effective moves. However, to nerf this, they gave it the type combo of Bug Ghost, which means that it is hit super effectively by a great many types. Flying, fire, rock, ghost, dark, and I think that's it. 5 types. Now, there's got to be more than that, right? Well, they're pretty common types in any event. Misdreavus. You could pronounce it either way, depending on how you pronounce the word mischievous or mischievous. Let's send out Sigma. I almost just said the word mischievous. Misdreavus doesn't have the greatest physical defense stat, so this should work out just fine. And I know they didn't add fairy types, so bye-bye. Very good. Elite 4 Phoebe has been defeated. Oh darn, I've lost. There's a definite bond between you and your Pokemon too. I didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move to the next room. Ah yes, the bond of PK Hex is inseparable between myself and my Pokemon. This is Glacia, who uses ice types. I only have 2 answers for ice types. Actually 2.5 if you count that Maria has Steel Wing. But I don't want to risk that. So I'm sending out Blaziken first. I'm going to try to avoid using Aggron if possible, because I know she has Celio and Walrein. And I'm going to try to just keep it to Sky Uppercut and Thunderbolt whenever possible. Okay, here's Celio. Very nice. This should KO. Was it as Focus Sash? Yep. I don't think Focus Sash was a thing in this game. Or maybe it was. Piloswine. Alright, here's the first mix-up. Yasmin will be good for this. Surf is the order of the day here. Part ground type. Piloswine, you were more or less fun to use in Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Redux. You know, it's always fun to have somebody that can use Stab Earthquake, but, you know, a defensive Titan you are not. I think she was sending out Glalie. I'm not 100%. If it was Celio, then that's fine too. Glalie it is. Alright. This one I can take to Blaze Kick. Glalie is an interesting case. It has 80 all around, which means it's not bad. But I've never used it. Like, I think you get Snorunt too late for me to consider using it for in-game playthroughs. We have the infamous Walrein next. I think Esteban would be instrumental in dispatching that. Let's use Thunderbolt. Preferably before it can set up Hail. That's one thing that I think this Walrein is supposed to do on this team. Nice. Get him out of here. Jinx. Ooh. I believe I can actually stay in for this. I'm going to stay in for this. I have Shadow Ball. Jinx is part Psychic type. And even though it has a special defense stat, pretty good special defense stat, I don't think that's enough to stand up to this Shadow Ball. It's 8 levels lower, and I have full investment in my stats. Yep. Get him out of here. Nice. Level 61. God, look at that mammoth special attack. Glalie again. So we go to Ivan again. Insofar as I know, Glalie can't really learn rock or ground type moves. So, I don't think it poses a very significant threat to Blaziken either way. I mean, it definitely doesn't because I'm faster, but on the off chance that I miss something. Like, literally, that I miss a move. You know? Celio again. I will return to Esteban to deal with that. And after this, she only has one Pokemon. Let's use Thunderbolt. It looks kind of sad in that sprite. Poor bastard. I do really like Celio, though. I like Celio's design more than I like Walreign's design. There's a... Alright, Cloyster. There's a rare few Pokemon whose designs I like considerably better than their evolved versions. And that is one of them. Let's send out Dex for this. I was thinking of sending out Psy, but then, you know, I don't want to take the chances on the lower special attack stat. I'd rather just wrap this up nice and easy. Actually, I should have used Psychic. It would have been done more damage even. But this should do it too. Yep. Here we go. Defeated Elite Four Glacia. You and your Pokemon. How hot your spirits burn. The all-consuming heat overwhelms. Alright. Advance to the next room, and there confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. Okay. Next, we gotta fight Drake, who is the Dragon-type user. So, Ice-type moves and Flygon, maybe, will be the order of the day here. Let's save before we get into it. And hope that he doesn't have something too tricky up his sleeve. Because Dragon types in before Gen 6 were behemoths to deal with. I'm the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free, unlike the Palestinians. Free Palestine, everybody. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle with Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me. This aesthetic actually is really cool. The old, like, really muscular boat captain. I like that. Shelgon. Alright, so it seems like I was good to pick the safe decision. And I'll just use Ice Beam right away. Don't use Protect. It's fine. After this, I will replenish all my Pokemon's move usages because the next room is the champion. And there goes Shelgon, his first Pokemon. About to use Altaria. Who else has Ice Beam? It's just Yasmin, right? I don't want to risk that. You know what? I don't want to risk Psy either. I'm going to switch to Sigma. I'm saving Ice Beam for Salamence. I know he has a Salamence. That's going to be the toughest member of his team. Even being like 5-ish levels below me, that's still going to pose a problem. And it's going to have Intimidate. So I want to have Psy at the ready to just go out there, tank a hit if need be, and just fire off Ice Beam and take it out. About to use Flygon. Hey, will you look at that? Should we do Flygon Dittos? Yeah, I think we gotta. I'm gonna be faster than them either way. And since I have Dragon Claw, that's gonna be definitely enough to take it out. Yeah. My Flygon is better. The Sigma female prevails over all of her male counterparts and would-be competitors. I'm clipping that. Vibrava. I can stay in for Flygon's little brother. Why not? Sure. Get him out of here. Bye-bye, Vibrava. Nice knowing ya. 1,377 experience from non-evolved Pokemon. Look at that. Dragonair. I might just stay in for that as well. If all the Pokemon he has are Dragon type, you know, if he has Dragonair here, then I might just be spamming Dragon Claw until such time that Salamence comes out and shows itself. That might be the name of the game. Kingdra. I'm definitely staying out for this. I don't have an answer to Kingdra that isn't Flygon. I have to, you know, go in with the Dragon Claw right away. And I really don't want to risk it because it probably has Draco Meteor. And that would definitely KO me. Alright, now we get to the tricky part. The potentially tricky part. Go in and unload Ice Beam right away. This is his second last Pokemon. I believe maybe he also has Dragonite. 5 levels lower, but that thing is still gonna have to reckon with that. Ooh, he's faster too. How much does this do? Alright, not too much. That's good. I could tank another hit. Or maybe even 2. And this is probably it for Salamence. Yep, got him. No damage reducing item. Altaria. You know what? Since Sai is already has taken a hit, I'm comfortable keeping it in because I'm gonna have to use a potion anyway. If I need to tank another hit, that's completely fine. Ice Beam again. Yep. And with that, I've defeated Drake. Superb, it should be said. Not a man of many words, but he has the words where it counts. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go onwards, the champion is waiting. Alright, let's save the game, and then I'll go into this right away. Hyper Potion U. Where are the ethers? There they are. Let's see who needs to have moves restored. You're fine. I'm not going to use Ice Beam. You're fine. You're probably also fine. You'll need an elixir, probably. You're alright. You're fine. You're fine. You need it for Crunch and Dragon Claw. You're fine. Okay. So, Crunch, Dragon Claw, right? And then, who needed it? You for Thunderbolt, just in case. And then, do I have an elixir? I do have an elixir. Let's use this on you. There we go. Alright. I'm going to have Esteban out front just to put my best foot forward against a predominantly water-type using champion. But it is possible, I'm now realizing, it's possible that he has Quagsire or Whiscash out front, in which case I would actually need to switch to Ludicolo. What's up, Wallace? Welcome, Y2K. The incident in Pseudopolis City, that was superb work putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. Oops. Wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended the crisis. You overcame that difficult situation by working as one with your Pokemon. We trainers raise Pokemon by giving them items and teaching them new techniques for battle, but we ourselves also learn many things from Pokemon. That's a hint, he has items on his Pokemon. And this is where your achievements are put to the test against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokemon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now. I'm not as big a fan of this battle theme, but in keeping with the theme of this this Elite Four run through, I will not be speeding up. And all right, he just opened up with Wailord, so I was right to pick Esteban for this. Let's Thunderbolt right away. Wailord not known for his defensive capabilities necessarily, so I think this is going to be a foregone conclusion. Yep. That's it. All right. We're down to the last 7 Pokemon. We've already KO'd 33 out of 40. Now he's getting to Whiscash, and this is where Yasmin comes in handy. I'm going to need Giga Drain for this. And it's possible this thing even has Water Absorb, so I really just need this as a Grass type. Yes. And that should KO. Yep, that's it. 2 down, 6 to go. About to use Tentacruel. That's fine, I have an answer for that too. Dex, get out there. I know I'd be attacking its special defense stat, which is its dominant defending stat, but I have Psychic and an overwhelming special attack stat. This should KO. Even without Calm Mind. Yep. That's it. 3 down. Lapras. Ooh, boy. Now, this is a risk. This is a risk I'm going to have to take. I know this Lapras probably knows Surf, but I don't have a good answer to it that isn't Ivan. I need Ivan to get out there, and I need Ivan to Sky Uppercut, and I need it to hit. I need it to KO. I'm not confident I could tank a hit from this Lapras. Alright, there we go. It hit. Is that enough? It is. Alright. I think we're over the hump. Half of his team is gone, and I remain untouched. Ludicolo, I've been waiting for an opportunity to give Maria another shot at life. Here we go. Get in there, Maria. I'll use Aerial Ace. It's probably not going to KO, but it'll get him down to low HP. Maybe it has Ice Beam or something. Yeah. No, Leech Seed. Interesting. Okay, so Maria's going to take a little bit of damage, but I think either he uses a full restore, in which case I win, or he doesn't, in which case I also win. This exchange, at least. And I'm definitely not going to keep Swellow out unless he has another Ludicolo or something. Yeah, no, Milotic, I'm switching for this. I'm switching to actually... Ooh. I don't know if I want to switch to Esteban or Yasmin. Let's see this. 60-100 is what Giga Drain is operating off of, with a 185 special attack stat. So that's 90-100. Super effective makes that 180. Right? Off of that special attack stat. Gengar would stand a better chance of knocking it out in one hit. So get in there. I was just thinking that Ludicolo would be way better at tanking hits from this Milotic, but I'm anxious. I want to get this done. And by anxious, I mean, like, you know, I'm what's the term? Anxious with anticipation, like the positive sort of, like, you know. It did knock it out in one hit. Okay, it's paralyzed. And it's paralyzed, it can't move. Whew, it seems all of my luck, all of the streamer luck, good luck streamer shit came out in the last battle. No full restore, it's not at low enough health to prompt the AI to do that. And goodbye to this probably the scariest member of Wallace's team. Gorbis, that's chump change, baby. Get him out of here. Thunderbolt. Almost there. Gyarados, we're staying in for that, baby. Last one. He doesn't have an item on it, I'm pretty sure. Or at least not the item that would reduce Thunderbolt's efficacy. It seems like unexpectedly Esteban ended up being the star of the show, more so than Flygon. At least towards the end. And with that, we are 40 for 40. Elite Foreign Champion is done. We beat Wallace. Look at that. Not that it was all that hard. I just, you know, I level grinded the shit out of my Pokemon. I, the champion, fall in defeat. That was wonderful work. You were elegant, infuriatingly so. and yet it was utterly glorious. Kudos to you, Y2K. You're truly a noble Pokemon trainer. What? Noble? No! I'm gonna get killed by the French revolutionaries. The Pokemon you send into battle. At times they dance like a spring breeze, and at times they struck like lightning. Literally, I had Thunderbolt. It was with light yet sure-footed elegance that you led your Pokemon. Even I felt bedazzled by your masterful performance. You now stand at the glorious peak of the Pokemon League. I now proclaim you to be the new Hoenn region... What? May just comes in like, here's some advice. Yeah, sorry, I already mopped the floor with everybody. It's already over. I already won, idiot. Got him. I've seen 161 Pokemon. 249 international. I am the new champion of Hoenn. Hall of Fame. Blank blue room. I really like the Generation 4 Hall of Fame aesthetic. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver particularly. Here we go. We're going to get to look at all the Pokemon that got us here. Esteban the Gengar. Sai the Exploud. Ivan the Blaziken. Dex the Alakazam. Abby the Aggron, who I only used once in the full Elite Four battle. Yasmin the Ludicolo. Sigma the Flygon. And Maria the Swellow. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Nice. Congratulations. And that's it. That's Pokemon Emerald. Or should I say Pokemon Emerald 8. I'm going to hold the speed up button through all this. But with that, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching if you were here to watch. Felt good to get this done this stream. Because I actually wanted to play Minecraft on stream for the like dungeon crawling stuff. So with that said, I'll see if there's anybody to raid. There is. Do I want to though? Nah, I don't know if I want to raid anybody. No raid this time. And I'll see you guys next time.